Hello, once again, beautiful, spiky people. We are... What? What's funny about that?
Spiky people?
They're spiky people.
I guess so.
All
right.
Okay. We are back once again for the final game of the Kano Gauntlet. I am today playing Viserai. He is the one of the Runeblade heroes, the original Runeblade hero, might I add. And I'm playing a version today that's trying to abuse the Rosetta Thorn. So that is... you probably know it if you've been playing Flesh and Blood for any amount of time at this point, because it is
too good.
Yeah, a scourge upon our world right now. It is a Runeblade weapon, I guess obviously. When you attack with it, if you've played an attack and a non-attack, you deal 2 arcane damage, which means that it's an attack for 4 for 1 resource, which is really good.
Yes.
To go with that today, I have a Crown of Dichotomy on my head, mostly just because it has Arcane Barrier 1, but it's just better to play this than the Null Rune piece, because you might use that ability. Big asterisk on that, though. I've got 2 pieces of actual Null Rune. I've got the robes and the gloves. Filling out Arcane Barrier 3 to fight against my wizardy friend today. And then I did decide to keep it classy with my blue suede hides.
The suede shoes?
Yeah, so got them because we might need to give something go again to do the thorn thing. And yeah, that's what I've decided to do today.
Great. I am Cayleigh, and I am playing Kano today through the gauntlet. My Kano equipment loadout has not changed throughout this entire thing. We are on Kano with our trusty Crucible of Aether Weave that lets us deal additional damage. We've got a Talismanic Lens, lets us set up the top of our deck for Kano activations. Tunic does Tunic things. Metacarpus Nodes is another Crucible, and has Arcane Barrier 1, which may actually matter against Viserai. And we have Stormstriders, which makes Eliot's turn our turn, by letting me play 1 wizard non-attack action at instant speed. And has Arcane Barrier 2, which could also be relevant in this match.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Actually, an interesting application for those 2 pieces in this matchup.
Yeah. It makes me not want to break them immediately, which makes it a very tricky thing to navigate.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And in a shocking turn of events, I won the die roll.
I finally lost a die roll.
So Cayleigh is going to start for us today.
I have a pretty spicy start for you.
Okay.
We're starting with a Spring Tunic trigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, figured that one out.
Then, from there, we're going to pitch this Energy Potion to Nourishing Emptiness. Turn 1 Nourishing Emptiness, my friend.
Great.
Feels great.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
great.
do love it.
So that has Dominate, right?
Yep, attacking for 6 with Dominate, and if it hits you, I get +1 Intellect until end of turn.
Yikes. It's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff.
Well, it has Dominate.
It does have Dominate.
I can only block it with 1 card from my hand, and all of these block for 3, so it doesn't really matter. It'll be that one. I'll
Perfect.
block for 3 and take
3.
3.
I will Arsenal this other card from my hand, and we will move to the end of turn, where I get to draw up to 5.
Yeah, must be nice.
It is very nice.
So smart, so big brain. I will start my turn off with a Mavrian Skies.
Yellow Mavrian Skies.
Yes, it is the yellow one, which the only difference between the colors on these is the amount of rune chance they make the attack create if it hits. So yellow is 2 rune chance, but it also, most importantly, gives my next Runeblade attack go again. That attack will be this Arcanic Crackle, which is a 0 cost 3 attack that also says deal 1 arcane damage to target hero. That will trigger Viserai to make a single rune chant from his own ability, playing a Runeblade card. And yeah, so 1 arcane, 3 regular damage with go again, and if it hits you, it'll make 2 more.
So the arcane does not count as it hitting, correct?
Correct.
I will take the 1 arcane on the attack, and I will defend for 3.
Yep, sounds good. Seems good. I'm going to play this Rune Flash, which costs 1 less because of the rune chant that is in play.
This is a red rune flash?
It is a red Rune Flash. It'll make another rune chant from Viserai, and I need to pay 2 more for it. So I'll pitch this blue meet and greet with 1 resource floating.
So this is attacking for 4 with 1 rune chant and has go again.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to choose to not barrier the rune chant and take the 1 damage.
Okay.
And I will defend for 3.
Okay.
Taking
please.
1.
Yeah, an additional 1. And then, oh, look at that. Conveniently have a single resource left over to come at you with the Rosetta Thorn.
Conveniently, he says.
Which will break the rune chant that the Rune Flash created. And I did play the Mauvrian Skies as well as an attack. So it is 1 arcane plus 2, so a total of 3 from 2 different sources, and then 2 damage from the Thorn.
I'm going to pitch this Gaze the Ages to barrier 1 the rune chant and barrier 2 the Rosetta. And I'm going to defend with this Aether Spindle for 3.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Cool.
That is my turn. No resources or anything left.
Sounds good. Start of my turn. Tunic to 2. Then we are going to pitch this Blazing Aether to play a red Scalding Rain for 4.
Scalding Rain for 4.
Sadly, defending with my whole hand means that I can't do much.
Yeah, that I like that. Actually.
I don't.
It's really good for me though. So I'm the protagonist, just so you know. I need this to go pretty well for me on my turn, but even if it doesn't, this hand's like pretty good. So I think I'm just taking this 4.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go to 13.
And then I will pass from there.
So the thing that I needed to go well, it wasn't this. I'm going to start it off with a Mordred Tide.
That's bad for me.
Yeah, the thing that I needed to go well, though, is this Sonata Arcanix.
Well, it's going to go bad for you.
You think
Just telling you that now.
Okay. For each non-attack action card revealed this way, I put an attack action card revealed this way into my hand, and then deal arcane damage to target hero equal to the number of cards put into my hand this way, shuffle my deck, banish Sonata Arcanix, and that has go again. So here we go. We've got an Enlightened Strike, which is an attack.
An attack.
A Mauvrian Skies, which is a non-attack.
All right, well, I'm already wrong.
Yeah, so we did hit. And
a Meet and Greet.
A Meet and Greet, which is another attack. So let me take a look at my hand here, actually. We do have 1... So I will choose to put the Enlightened Strike into my hand.
That's bad for me.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be a Runeblade attack. Can you believe that? And then 1 card was put into my hand. So there is a trigger for 1 arcane damage coming at you while I shuffle my deck and banish this Sonata.
So I think I'm okay taking the 1 arcane.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to 11.
Sounds good. Okay, so following up from that Sonata after I've shuffled my deck there, I'm going to play this blue Mauvrian Skies because of the Mordred Tide. That's going to make 2 more rune chants. And then it's going to give my next Runeblade attack go again. And if it hits, create a rune chant token. That attack is going to be this free Drawn to the Dark Dimension because it costs 1 less to play for each rune chant I control, which happens to be 4. It will crack those rune chants, make 2 more from Viserai's ability, and then it is an attack for 3, and I will draw a card.
And you will draw a card.
I will.
Lovely.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh. So we've got for 3 with go again and 4 rune chants, and if it hits, I'll make another rune chant, which would actually be 2 because of the Mordred Tide as well.
I'm going to elect to take the 4 rune chants.
Okay, I like that.
Going to 7. And I'm going to defend for 3.
Seems good. Okay, I'm giving away some free information here by doing this play, but I think big think on that, big asterisk again, but I think it is correct. I'm going to pitch this Rune Flash, red Rune Flash, to attack with the Rosetta Thorn. So that will break these 2 rune chants.
Oh, you mean the Enlightened Strike sitting in your hand?
What? No.
That's what you mean. I see.
Yeah, so I'm coming at you for 2 rune chants, 2 arcane, and 2 damage from the thorn.
I'm going to elect to not barrier anything and take the 2 damage and go to 1.
Okay. I like that. I like when my opponents are at 1, except when I lose while they're at 1. So maybe this is really bad.
It's happened more than once.
Yeah, that is the end of my turn. So I'm going to arsenal the last card in my hand, unless you have any effects.
Start of my turn. Tunic to 3. I'm going to pitch this blue Whisper of the Oracle to play a red Stir the Aetherwinds, which lets me play a wizard, my next wizard non-attack action as though it were an instant, and if it has an effect that deals arcane, gets to deal an additional 3. I will then use the 3rd resource from this Whisper to activate our Crucible of Aetherweave, and then spend the resource off of Tunic to play a blue Scalding Rain for 6.
6 is the number, huh?
Yeah.
I will pitch this Sting of Sorcery to barrier 3
All right.
of the 6.
Take 3.
Take 3 down to 10.
And I will pass the turn.
All right. This needs to be a pretty big turn for me, I think. But this could be all that needs to happen.
Okay.
Sonata Arcanix.
Sonata Arcanix.
I will reveal the top 3.
Sure.
That is an attack. That is a non-attack. And that is a non-attack. So I will put the only attack that is an option into my hand. It's this Drawn to the Dark Dimension. And there will be a trigger for 1 arcane damage.
Well, it's not a trigger. It's part of the resolution of the card.
Sure.
But we are going to pitch this blue Aether Spindle to barrier 1. And we have 2 resource floating.
Okay. Sounds good. I will banish this Sonata and shuffle.
Yep.
Next up, after that Sonata has resolved, I'm going to come in with this Enlightened Strike. In order to do that, I must put a card from my hand on the bottom of my deck. It'll be this one. And I'm going to choose the mode Enlightened Strike gains +2. So this is an attack for 7.
For 7. In response to your Enlightened Strike attack, I would like to crack my Talismanic Lens.
This never goes well for me.
I'm going to leave 1 card on top and 1 card on the bottom. Moving to the Defender's Step, whatever it's called.
Yeah, that thing.
Sure, that thing. I would like to defend for 7.
That is 7.
That is 7.
What a shame. I was hoping you didn't have 7 there somehow. I will react with an attack reaction, destroy these.
Suede shoes.
Yeah, pitching a Drawn to the Dark Dimension to give that go again.
Sure.
And then, unsurprisingly, I imagine, I will pitch this Arcanic Crackle to attack with the Rosetta Thorn. I did play the Sonata this turn and the Enlightened Strike, so it is for 2 arcane and 2 damage.
I will spend my 2 floating resource to pay for Arcane Barrier 2 on my Stormstriders, and I will defend for 3.
Curses, Cayleigh, I thought I had you. I really did. But yeah, that is my turn.
All right. So, start of my turn. I have no cards in hand, and no cards in arsenal, and nothing to do. So I'm going to draw a new hand and pass the turn back.
Great. Love that. Love that from me. The protagonist. Don't forget. Well, I continue to be the luckiest man alive. I'm going to play this Mordred Tide.
Stop it.
I will not.
No.
I'm going to play this Mavrian Skies.
Stop it.
That will make 2 rune chants. And then I would like to play this red Meet and Greet, pitching this yellow Mavrian Skies. So I will have 1 resource floating. That will break 2 rune chants and create 2 more. And then it will have go again, and if it hits you, it'll make 4, which would actually turn into 6 rune chants. However, you're at 1 life, so I don't know that matters.
Comment section, I need you to tell Eliot that he's being very rude. And to stop it. We're going to pitch this blue energy potion or it's an energy potion, to barrier the 2 rune chants. I have 1 resource floating from that. And then I'm going to defend for 6.
Yep, that's fair. I will use my final resource to attack with the Rosetta Thorn. So it's for 2 and 2 arcane and 2 damage.
Best I can do, I can spend this resource to barrier a rune chant. I can pitch this Gaze the Ages to barrier 1 the other rune chant and barrier 2 the Rosetta, and then I die to the attack.
Do you mean to tell me that this card is busted?
This card's kind of busted.
This card's kind of schnasty.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's
also
really
several
good.
rune chants over several turns lead to my demise.
Yeah. We hit, I think I said it last turn or whatever, right? Like, I think, I hit
Your
both
hands
of
have
my...
been busted.
Yeah, I hit both of my Mordred Tides. I hit a lot of red attacks, right? Like, the red meet and greet, red Arcanic Crackle, red meet and greet. Like...
Well, and my hands were very awkward. The turn with the Enlightened Strike, I had this Lesson in Lava in my hand, and I had Stormstriders live. It was the Aether Spindle turn. We had a blue Aether Spindle in with floating resource.
Yeah.
And I was debating whether or not it was this and 2 other blues in my hand. Which ones don't matter. And I was debating whether I wanted to spend to crack Stormstriders, play Lesson in Lava, pitch to activate both of these to get in for 5, and then let Lesson find a Blazing Aether to then activate Kano. But any Arcane Barrier, and I just die to the Enlightened Strike.
Right.
So it's... I don't know that I had a good opportunity to really try and put any offense on the table.
Right.
I just had to keep being defensive, and strictly defense Kano is not something that works very well long term.
Yeah, that turn was like crazy. And I could have the turn before if I had played the Enlightened Strike then, instead of pitching the other card in my hand to Rosetta. The Rosetta was for 2 +2 plus the 2 rune chance, but I could have just Enlightened Strike for +2, which would have been an attack for 9 as opposed to an attack for 6. But then it let me do that craziness on that turn where it didn't matter if I gave the Enlightened Strike go again from its ability, because I was going to use the booties, the suede hides.
The suede hides, the suede shoes that continue to be a bane to this channel. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know. Jan called them Yeezys one time
the
or
Yeezys,
something, didn't it? Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. Runeblade, better than Wizard? Pog? Clickbait? Well, this was the last episode of our Kano Gauntlet. Cayleigh probably going to be showing up on the channel outside of this gauntlet, unless she hates me forever, which is a possibility.
I mean, you keep playing this Viserai deck against me.
It's so cool, dog.
I like you as a person. I don't like this deck. This card, this card, this card can go over there.
No. Yeah. There's some problems.
There's some problems with Rosetta Thorn.
There's some problems with Rosetta Thorn. It's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah. So thanks for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed your time here. And,
I had a blast.
Hopefully you enjoyed having Cayleigh on the show. We will be having our little wrap up episode next, where we kind of talk things over. And that's it. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Probably, maybe not me and maybe not you, but somebody will catch you in the next one.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Spike Feeders on YouTube. Before you close the window, make sure you click subscribe for more great Flesh and Blood content.